So let's look at the city. Another key question that came up last night was a question from Vanessa of Metro TV, where she referred Aboagye to some of the comments he made as far back as 2014. Yeah. He said, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. He stood by this comment yesterday.
Yes. Which is just, it's economic facts.
So why is our exchange rate
because we are not, because the fundamentals,
not where it should
because
be.
The fundamentals
but he says the fundamentals are not weak.
When did he say that? He has never said that. That is why...
Yesterday he admitted. My producers will get that.
Yeah, I'm saying that he has never said that the fundamentals are not weak. He admitted that the fundamentals, when the fundamentals are weak, it will expose you. It was true then, and it is true today. And that is why he's continuously advocating for us to build a very formalized, robust, sustainable, more resilient economy. Because until we build that fundamental, we would never get out of this. And what are the fundamentals? Purchasing gold locally is one of the ways of fixing it. What are the fundamentals? Building our industrial base is one of the ways to fix it. What are the fundamentals? Boosting SMEs so that we produce more and increase our productivity locally is part of the fundamentals. But we are not there yet. And until we get there, we are going to struggle. And that is why if you look at this manifesto, it is heavy in continuing the good things that we have started in the past 8 years in building the fundamental. Formalizing the economy is one of the ways. If you have an economy where you cannot even identify where your people are, it's a weak fundamental. And that is why he spent almost 8 years building a formalized economy which is hinged on digitalization. Today, businesses are connected, homes are connected, neighborhoods are connected. Today, the police are sitting in one room and they are seeing across the country what is happening everywhere. We have increased internet penetration from 32% to over 70%. That is all part of building the fundamentals of the economy. And that is why he can now speak of a credit scoring system, which will ensure that you and I don't need to raise all the money we need before we get the basic things that we require at home. What that means then is that you can now get access to anything you want and pay small. And as you do that, you are increasing the demand. You are buying more from these industries. And what are you asking them to do? You're asking them to produce more. And when you're asking them to produce more, what are you asking them to do? You're asking them to hire more and employ more. And as they employ more, you are reducing the idle hands in the country and you are increasing productivity. So he stood by it. And it's a fundamental economic principle, which is why every single step along the line, he keeps advocating for it. Let's fix our fundamentals. The problem with focusing on the fundamentals is that the more you keep your eye on that, the less it is appreciated because it takes a while for it to bear fruit. And that's where the difficulties come in. And that's why you need a government that is able to take these very bold decisions and bold steps and say, it is tough, it is difficult, but let's stick to it and make sure that we fix it once and for all.
But you had 8 years to fix the fundamentals.
Yes, we're not done.
Should we trust you with 4 more years?
So you are so the question is that, well, I agree, 8 years. You look at what we did within that 8 years and compare to our opponent and what they did in terms of fixing the fundamentals in 8 years, and take your decision. We think that in 8 years, we have done more in terms of fixing our economic fundamentals than what our opponents did. And that's why we believe that we are better.
But why should we compare? They didn't promise to fix the fundamentals. You made the promise.
We didn't set
trusted you.
We didn't set the rule that you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. And so long as you have to make a choice, it's a comparative decision. If you don't have to make a choice, then you don't have to compare. But you definitely have to compare because you have to make a choice. Why? I keep telling you here that why would you go and vote if I'm a teacher? Why would I go and vote for somebody that was president and said that if I work for a year, he will pay me for 3 months, and vote against the one that's paying me for 1 year? Is it not comparative analysis? Are you just going to vote for the opponent simply because I said I'll fix the fundamentals, I have started, I'm not done? You will measure. You will surely look at what I have done in fixing the fundamentals vis-a-vis what the opponent has done to take your decision. So as for the comparative analysis, we didn't set it. It's the Constitution. You are going to make a choice. And we think that the former president who had a chance to be president before clearly has a scorecard. Let him show us a scorecard. In fact, he has the biggest responsibility to convince Ghanaians as to why he should be made president again. Because all the things he's telling us he will do are things he told us he would do in 2012. Which we made him president. If not for anything at all, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has never been president. So you've never really seen what he could do in terms of what he's saying he would do. But for the former president, he was president. And everything he's saying he would do today was in existence then. Did he do it? Why didn't he do it?